Okay. Hello, hello. It's your boy Vane OTP 6666669, and today I kind of wanted to basically get around some of the items that I feel like are way better, some of the item builds that I am basically going as well, and like I kind of want to show you guys how good some of these builds are, and like just to explain my thought process on Kraken and the LDR item build, right? So basically, first of all, just like gonna go over it real quick, right? If you want to play Vayne right now, top lane or ADC, whatever role you want to play, um, best way to play it is like to either go on hit, right, which is Kraken, and then you can do Guinsoo's, you can do Bork, and then Guinsoo's, and then like Terminus, right? So basically, what I mean is that you can either do this for on hit, right? Or you can go this, and then this, right? Or even this, or you can sometimes even go LDR, like, depending on the build, right? Like on the game, I would say rather, right? So this is one way of playing Vayne, and the other way of playing Vayne is to basically go with your auto attacks and like to stack up more AD, right? On an AD side of the things, right? We have this build as well, which Liam basically went for it, right? This looks like a legitimately good build, I would say, right? Which you basically get Trinity, Humus, and then LDR for Jack of all trades stacks as well, right? As you can see, 9 out of 10, right? And looks good, looks to be solid, right? But all of these builds have a really small issue that I want to be focusing on today, right? And the most kind of it is kind of in like small, but at the same time it is very very important to have these, right? So for all of these builds, right, every single one of these builds, you are squishy, no matter what you do, right? And that's how you have to play the game these days, right? Like when you're playing Vayne, you are no longer allowed and able to go tanking, like tanky items, right? So back in the days, like I did this build before, as we all as will like remember, right? I did Trinity into Hexblade, and then what I went for was this item, Thunder Sky, right? And I called it a day on that one. I was like, I have like 2.8k health or something, I have 3k health or whatever the fuck, right? Good attack speed, can proc W, tanky as fuck, can heal, called it a day. And what it lacks is damage. Just nothing, right? This build just does nothing in terms of damage wise, right? Like it just really doesn't do anything, right? Unless tank spec gets buffed next patch, but just not really. Nothing you can do with this build, really, right? And also, key importance to it: no LDR, right? No armor pen, no rage blade on that one, no terminus, nothing. So pure tankiness on terms of health stacking, and just sucks, right? But here I am with a new cook, new build, but it's also old, also like very old, I would say, right? So I kind of did like research a little bit and just like did like thought about it and was looking through items and everything, and I came to the conclusion that these two are the best things to get, like these runes, Jack of all trades and magical footwear, right? Also, cookies are really up there with magical footwear, but this is way better if you're not in the top lane. I think in top lane you might not be able to take this as lightly as you can in like any other lane, because I've been playing Vayne mid. This is my main account. This is my like mid lane account, right? I just play the fuck ton of Vayne mid on this one. Look, right, and every single one I took magical footwear. Because in mid lane, I feel like I can stack it way more. I can get more kills mid lane than top lane, right? I can like roam, go top, whatever, right? So this is really good in mid lane. Anywhere else I can top lane, I don't think so. ADC could work too, right? But either way. Um what I was kind of trying to say here is that Jack of all trades is the most OP thing you can take on Vayne, because you can skip going CDR, right? And you will say like, okay, well, but just CDR, just like, why would you ever go CDR on like an unhit? Like when you're going unhit, right? You don't need really, like, you don't really need to go CDR, correct? Like, you don't need CDR. But at the same time, you kind of do, because if you don't have ulti, like you guys have had those fights, I'm 100% sure you had those fights where you're just completely and utterly useless because you don't have CDR, because you don't have your ult up, right? Like you don't have your ult up because you don't have enough CDR, right? So that's one part of it, in which case you are useless as fuck in those fights, right? And let me stack this up. And I think that that is the main reason why Vayne kind of has to have bit of a CDR, right? In like in terms of like having her ult up like in most fights, E up in most fights. Like usually, like I get to E twice a fight, and tumble as well. Like is kind of a good deal to have your ult and tumble up at the same time, right? Like right now, my tumble is like 1 second, right? Yeah, almost 1 second. So I have found a way to go full glass cannon build, right? Full glass cannon build, and also at the same time have an uptimer of that CDR in a specific like matchup and in specific games where you kind of need those type of CDR, like is perma fighting, perma like drakes, objectives, top side, bot side, whatever, lane stops even, right? And I think this will actually be good, right? As I said to Liam before as well, LDR second. Now hear me out, okay? Hear me out, guys. Reason why these two are amazing together is, first of all, I mean, we know this. My Kraken does bonus physical damage, right? So LDR is OP with that, right? And one thing about LDR going at second is that we skip it on third option, right? So now with two items, I have a lot more damage in the game right now with these two items than I would have with any other item in the game, right? These two items, I think, never come close to any other item in the game on a target dummy like this, for example. Like I'm hitting a champion who has 2,500 like health, 100 armor, 100 MR, like that doesn't matter, but 100 armor, right? If I were to hit this with any other item, I would not even get close to I would not even be close to killing it, right? So let me see, like I can test it right now with 6 auto attacks, 2 Qs per auto attack, right? I'm just gonna test it with just this build, right? I'm gonna auto attack, Q auto attack, right? Auto attack, Q auto attack on top of it, right? So this is like close to 2k damage, right? Close to 2k damage. And I'm not sure if I crit there. I'm just test one more time if I did crit or not. I'm not sure. 1 auto attack, 2 auto attack. That's crit. That's 3 crits right there, or 2 crits. I mean, 3. Okay, I did 3 crits. I mean, too much. I would say too much for 6 auto attacks. Way above 50%, right? But let's say 1,000, like 800, 1,900, 2,000. I guess is fine, right? Let's just say 2,000, whatever. Who cares? And if I were to go any other item build, right? Rage Blade, for example, right? 1 attack, 2 attack, 3 attack, 1 attack, 2 attack, 3 attacks. With Rage Blade, I get to do like 1 more auto attack, I would say, right? Because of attack speed on top of it, like maybe 1 to 2 auto attacks, right? So let me just do that again. 1 more, 2, 3, 4. I guess 1 more on top of it, right? Like, but this is too much auto attacks, I'm pretty sure, right? But as you saw, like the damage, like on its own, I feel like it's way more than anything else in the game, because this doesn't even count as a squishy target, by the way. Like 100 armor is a bit too much, but this doesn't even count as a squishy armor target, right? Squishy targets you even one shot even harder. Tankier targets, if they have more armor, obviously Rageblade comes clutch a little bit more, but also LDR doesn't back off. Like LDR also has 40% armor reduction, so you deal a lot of damage on that on top of that as well, right? So, but yeah, in terms of damage, I think there's nothing really close that would maybe deal as much as this. If I was on 900, I don't think that's a lot. Like if I were to go again LDR, I think it does like 2k, right? It was one crit, I guess. Like if I do like one extra crit, I will do that damage the other one, right? Again, yes, like I think this does more damage than anything else. Maybe with IE, even I'm not even sure if with IE you would do more. I need to crit, I'm pretty sure. No, it's not even close actually, right? Because I need to crit actually on this one as well. Um, but yeah, LDR does more damage than anything else, I'm pretty sure. Like I'm trying to think right now what does actually insane amount of damage, right? This I guess. Like I mean, to be honest, I don't think anything does. But anyways, I'm trying this right now on both my accounts, top lane and mid lane. Seems fucking solid, guys. Like it seems really fucking good. As you can see here, every game. This game I went it. This game I went it. This game I could not because just fucking Vladimir counter matchup. I couldn't even play the game. I went here, I went here, and in here I wasn't even like I didn't even like found it before this, right? So it was like all the way from here I kind of built it, and I did amazingly good damage. Like even though I was really really behind, I was like 1v4 in this game, really really ahead on terms of damage. I feel like, and it did really good. I did a good job at just like one-shotting and at the same time being like having a sustained amount of damage with it. So why I feel like LDR second is good, like in terms of even item build, like component wise, right? As we all know, like if we were to buy LDR third on any champion, you would always opt for a Last Whisper, right? Because you're like, okay, Last Whisper just better than Noonquiver, right? But in this case, you can also either stack 3 longswords and then buy into Noonquiver like that, right? And now you have 2 longswords and 1 Noonquiver for like Last Whisper, and or you can even just straight up rush this Noonquiver item, right? Even though I know it's not the best item because we have BF Sword literally just better than this one, right? But it's still up there. Like it's still like 80 to 90% good because it gives you crit, right? That crit chance is perfection for Vayne, unironically. In those 6 auto attacks, 1 to 2 auto attack crit, I think it's good, right? It can work and it's good to even buy it, right? But it's like hella fucking expensive though overall. But yeah, this is why I go this. And the most important part about this whole video is that Jack of all trades, right? Jack of all trades. How the fuck do we get to stack it right now? Right now I have 6 stacks on Jack of all trades. You see with these items, right? Obviously you always have one Duran's blade on top of it, right? So Jack is 8 right now. What I can do to maximize Jack is boots, right? Obviously, I don't even complete boots before my first item, right? No boots is worth to buy, I'm pretty sure, unless you're ADC and you want to like kind of min-max your damage and then you go like berserkers, right? But no boots is worth buying other than like Swifties, maybe sometimes armor boots, like tabbies and stuff. But I go on this, right? Now I suddenly have 19 CD, like 16%, I guess, CDR and 9 Jack of all trades, right? Now I can opt for, like, let's say enemy is full AP. Actually, I played one game like that where, just now actually, enemy was kind of like a full AP type team comp, right? Where, let me actually do, can I even go to mine? No. I have it here, right? Okay, there we go. This is gonna take years. Okay, let me see if I ever press tab anywhere here, where I can just show you their team comp. But they have like, as you can see, like they have Nami, Oriana, Ezreal. They're kind of AP-ish, and they have their Dries as well. So what I opt for usually is Wit's End, right? But what I realized is that you don't even need to complete Wit's End, right? Like I can just go this and have the 10 stacks, right? Also, what you can do is buy Maw, unironically, on this build, right? And I'm not like Maw is such a shit item, but in team comps like that, I should have went Maw because look what Maw gave me just now. Like I have 26% haste basically with mom, and also I won't even go mom. I would probably go this, right? I have 20% on CTR with these items, right? And none of them give me CTR except the Ionian boots, which is perfectly crazy because I have now rank 3 ulti worth of cooldown, right? I'm pretty sure rank 30 rank 3 ult is 70 seconds, right? So I have rank 3 Vayne ult automatically on me. And what is really OP about CDR boost is this. So let's say I got feats. If I go this feats, look, now I have 26%. Like how busted is that, by the way? Now my ult is on 62 seconds. Now it's even less than rank 3. If I were to go level 16, my ult is literally up every single fight. Right? Every single fight I have my ult up. On 50 seconds, every single fight I have my ult up. Meanwhile, in late game, sometimes with on-hit Vayne, you really sometimes don't have ulti up, right? That's the scary part about it. Like, I'm gonna ult, I have it for 12 seconds up, right? My ulti. And after my ult is down, it's gonna be down to like 40, like 30, 38 or something, right? And that's what's OP about it. I really like this, that I have CDR on this build. Like, I'm going damage-wise, like I am building full damage, right? Glass cannon. I have CDR, right? And tankiness doesn't really matter, so I'm not really shaken because I'm not tanky. Most of the champs in the game are not tanky usually when I'm picking Vayne, anyways, right? Um, I mean, if they do have like some tanks, obviously Rageblade could be better, but yeah, like normally the builds that I am like the team comps that I'm playing into, like look, there's just no tanks on enemy ever. Like, I mean, this one was better, I guess, but they only had this one, right? So I just one shot with this two. Like, there's just nothing in the team, like in the game right now, that is kind of tanky for you anymore. Like, if I'm building LDR and Kraken Slayer, right, I'm already kind of killing tanks with my W as well. Like, like I'm not min maxing on W, but I am killing them, right? So this is why I feel like this build is just fucking amazing, low key, and everyone should try it. Just please go try it. And yeah, tell me how this shit goes. Thank you.